All right, welcome back to Behind the Feathers. I am here with Head Coach Daryl Shore. How are you doing, Daryl?
I'm good, Jason. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. So we got one more game left in the regular season. We're coming off a 1-1 draw in Tucson, Arizona. It's one of our longest road trips of the year. How did you feel about the game?
It was a hard game. I mean, we knew it wasn't going to be easy. We knew going in that Tucson wasn't just going to lay down and give us the game. And, you know, it was one of those things where they came out in the first 15 minutes and really tried to set the tone of the game and got after us pretty good. And we didn't do a good enough job of handling it and weren't. Not that we weren't prepared because we knew it was coming, but we just didn't do a good job of dealing with it. But I think once they got the goal and we settled into the game a little bit, then we felt a little bit better about how we played. And at the end of the day, I think a 1-1 draw was probably a fair result, although the way we came out in the second half, especially the first 10 minutes, felt like we could have got the second goal, which might have put the game away.
Yeah. Well, there was that first goal we conceded, which was a player unmarked in the box, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's, we follow the ball and the ball gets out wide and just left the guy open. But, those kind of plays happen and we move on.
But then the goal right before halftime, does that change your team talk at all?
Yeah, just from the standpoint of we got into halftime with, not losing. So, but no, even before we got the penalty, didn't feel like we needed to come in and really get all over the guys in a negative way. It was just one of those things where it wasn't a great half from our standpoint. And if we could tweak a couple of things, then felt like if we came out in the second half, we're a little bit better with the ball, then we'd have our chances, which we did. We just didn't get the second goal.
Yeah, we had a few right at the start, didn't we? There was that one from point blank range that got saved.
Yeah, I mean, Danny has a good chance. Goalkeeper makes a good save. Right after that, JC has a header, which I think he'd like to have back. I told him he needs to grow his afro back out. But, created some good quality chances, and just for whatever reason on the evening, they weren't going to go in.
So that puts us in a spot where we know we're going into the final regular season game of the season, still trying to get into that playoff spot. It's either we win and we're in, and if we don't win, then we're hoping Chattanooga doesn't, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where we control our fate. We're going to a very hostile environment against the only team in the league where we haven't gotten a point off of yet. So, again, no, it's not going to be an easy game. Lansing have something to play for because if they lose and Greenville win, then they end up finishing third. So they're going to come out blazing like they always are at home, and it's a tough game for us, and we put ourselves in a tough situation, but at the same time, like we just said, we control our fate. So if we go in there and we win, we know we're in the playoffs. If we tie or we lose, then we need a little help from our friends up north in Toronto.
Well, like you said, it's a really tough task. That's a Lansing team that hasn't lost a game in 3 months, and now we know the only way we can guarantee that we're going to be in the playoffs is to win against them.
Yeah, again, tough place to play, tough field to play on, but two teams have to play on it, and a team that's really full of confidence right now, and they have every right to be. I mean, like you said, they haven't lost in 3 months, so they have every right to feel good about themselves and are in a good spot. But at the same time, we know what's at stake for us, and we've done pretty well the last month and a half of the season ourselves also, so should make for a good game.
And they haven't played in, I think, 2 weeks now, at least a league game. Do you think that's going to affect them in any way?
No. I mean, it's the part of the season now where guys need a little bit of rest. I know they've played a couple of exhibition games, so I think they've got their group going. Nate's done a good job with their team, and I think they'll be more than eager to get on the field Saturday and try and put a damper in our season.
And for you, I guess it doesn't matter if it's if it's a loss or a draw, that's not really any difference for us at this point.
No, we have to go to the game thinking we need 3 points. So if we lose the game 1-0 or 3-0 because we're trying to push the game, that's not going to matter. Obviously, we don't want to lose the game because we feel like we've been playing well. We haven't lost we didn't lose in the month of September. I think we've lost twice in our last 10 games. So, it's not a game where we think about tying or losing. It's a game where we're going in there, and if we give our best shot, then we think we'll have a chance to win the game.
So the other thing that's going to make this game a little special is we know we've got a couple of buses of fans coming up from Madison to see the team. How cool is it going to be to have that kind of atmosphere at an away game?
Yeah, I mean, you go back to Richmond and the tour that everybody went on, but maybe it's a little bit different of a kind of tour, but special. I mean, really, really a special group of fans that we have, and knowing that they're going to get 2 bus loads to go to Lansing and be there to support us. Our players will have, they still have a lot to play for, obviously, but a little more inspiration knowing that we've got over 100 fans in the building cheering us on, and hopefully we reward them the right way for everything that they've done, not just coming on this trip, but for what they've done this entire season.
Yeah, it's going to be, I mean, this whole end of the season stretch has been a little bittersweet because you get to look back at the memories, but at the same time, we know it's going to be over soon, hopefully just maybe in a few weeks.
Yeah, I mean, Saturday's a quarterfinal game, and so we're playing in the quarterfinals, and if we win, we live to see another week, and then if for some reason we get by that, we live to see a final week. But it's been a great year. Our fans all year have been behind us through thick and thin, and it's been awesome to play in front of them. It's been awesome to coach this team and see the support that we've gotten, not just from our fans, but the whole city of Madison. So hopefully we can keep this thing going a little bit longer.
I hope so too, Coach. Thank you for your time, and I'll let you be at it.
All right. Thanks, Jason.